My father expects me to marry now, and I cannot hide the storm that rises inside me when I think about what that means. It is not that I fear marriage. I fear being bound to someone who is not you. I fear standing beside another while my heart is secretly kneeling before you. I hear my father's words as they echo through the house, his voice certain, practical, believing this is the right time, the right step, the right tradition to follow. But inside my heart is screaming, not yet, not until it is with the one I love. I want to tell him that my soul has already chosen, that no arrangement can undo the way my heart reaches for you. In every quiet moment, there are nights when I lie awake imagining you standing beside me, instead, imagining the pride in my father's eyes, not just because I obeyed him, but because I followed my heart and still honored his hope for me. I feel torn between duty and desire, as though my life is a thread being pulled from two ends, ready to break. I love my father deeply. I want him to be proud of me, to see that I have listened to his wisdom. But my heart belongs to you, and to give it away to another would feel like betraying everything that makes me who I am. There is a heaviness in my chest that does not go away, even when I smile in front of others. I walk through the house, hearing my family speak of futures and families, and I nod quietly, but inside I am screaming for time, for the chance to make you my future instead. I cannot imagine building a life with someone I do not love, someone who does not know the way my soul has been shaped by yours. Love, I wish you could hear the quiet prayers I send out at night, asking for a way for us to be together, without breaking the bond I have with my family. Every glance from my father feels like a question I am too afraid to answer. I know he believes he is protecting me, giving me security, giving me the future he thinks I deserve. But what he does not know is that my heart has already chosen security, in the form of your arms, your voice, your presence that steadies me when everything else feels uncertain. I wish I could tell him that marrying for love is not rebellion, it is respect, respect for myself, for the truth that I cannot live without. My silence feels like a cage some days, and I wonder if I am brave enough to speak. If I told him about you, would he listen? Would he see what I see when I think of you? Someone who makes me kinder, stronger, softer, someone who makes my life something I want to wake up for every morning. Love, you are not just a choice. You are the part of my destiny I want to claim before it is too late. Sometimes I feel the weight of generations on my shoulders, the quiet pressure of tradition urging me to do what is expected. It is hard to fight what everyone else believes is right, especially when I know they wish me well. But love, my well-being cannot exist if I am forced to pretend. I do not want to smile for wedding photographs while my heart is silently mourning you. I do not want to wear gold on my hands that feels heavy not from value but from sorrow. My dreams have always been simple: to love truly, to live honestly, to share my days with someone who feels like home. That someone is you, and no amount of expectation can make that truth fade. I am willing to face the whispers, the questions, even the disapproval, if it means walking into a life where your hand is the one I hold. I would rather risk everything than spend my days wishing I had spoken sooner. At night I imagine what it would be like to tell you everything, the way my father speaks of suitors, the way I feel the clock ticking faster with each passing day. I imagine your arms around me as I pour out my fears, and I picture you promising me that we will find a way, that this love is worth the wait, worth the fight. I wonder if you ever think about it too, whether you feel the same urgency, the same quiet fear that time might steal this from us if we are not careful. Love, if I could run to you this very moment, I would stand before you and say that I am ready for a future, but only if that future has your name written into it. No other name could ever sound right when spoken with mine. Every fiber of my being calls out for you, and I know that my heart will not rest until you are the one I promise myself to. There is a strength inside me that I did not know I had until now. It grows every time I think about standing up for this love, about telling my father that my choice is not a rejection of his wisdom but a reflection of his teaching. He taught me to value honesty, to walk with integrity, to honor my own truth, and that is exactly what I am doing when I choose you. You are not a rebellion, you are my heart's truth. If I marry you, I will carry his blessings in my soul, because I will know that I did not settle for less than what my spirit needs to thrive. Sometimes I stand in front of the mirror and practice what I will say, how I will explain that my happiness is not negotiable. It is not disrespect to want love, it is survival. Love, I hope you will stand beside me when the time comes, because facing this world with you makes me feel braver than I ever have before. I imagine the day when my father will see us together, really see us, and understand. I imagine him noticing how I light up when you are near, how calm I am when you speak to me, how sure my steps become when I know you are walking with me. I believe there will come a day when he will see that you are not taking me away from him, but leading me into a life where his lessons will continue to guide me. Love, this is my quiet hope that I will not have to choose between the man who raised me and the one who holds my heart. That somehow they can both exist in my life, both be pillars of the person I am becoming. If that day comes, I will finally breathe fully, knowing that I have not disappointed my family and that I have not betrayed myself. Even with all this fear, there is a part of me that feels grateful. Grateful that my heart is strong enough to know its own voice. Grateful that I have found a love worth fighting for. Some never find it, some marry without it, and never know what they are missing. But I know, and that knowledge gives me courage. It tells me that whatever storm comes from speaking my truth, I can survive it because you are my shelter. You are not just someone I love, you are the proof that love exists, the way I always hoped it did. Pure, fierce, unshakable. When I think about giving that up, it feels like erasing the brightest part of myself, and I will not erase it. I will not go quietly into a life that does not belong to me. I am ready to hold on to you with everything I have, even if it means letting go of every expectation I have ever been taught to obey. I know there may be pain ahead. I know my father's eyes may grow stern, his voice may grow heavy, and there may be moments when I wonder if I have done the right thing. But then I picture your face, the way it softens when you look at me, and I know the answer will always be yes. Choosing you will never be a mistake. Love, I need you to be patient with me as I walk this path, to understand that I am trying to hold on to all the pieces of my heart without losing myself. If you wait for me, if you believe in me, I will come to you with nothing held back, with my love made stronger by the fire I had to walk through. You are worth that journey, worth every tear, worth every hard conversation. Sometimes I think about running away from it all, leaving the noise behind, and choosing you in secret. But my heart wants more than that. It wants to choose you openly, proudly, without fear. I want my father to see us not as rebellion, but as the result of love that cannot be silent. I want the world to know that I chose not just a partner, but a life, one that honors who I am. Love, when the time comes, I will speak. I will tell them everything, how you make me feel seen, how my laughter is freer with you, how my soul has found peace in your presence. And when I do, I will hope that my father's heart will soften, that he will see that this love is not taking me away from him, but bringing me closer to the life he always wanted for me, a life filled with joy. And so tonight I write this not as a goodbye to my family's wishes, but as a promise to myself. I promise that I will not marry out of fear, that I will not betray the love that lives inside me, just to please those around me. I promise that when the day comes to choose, I will choose you not just with my heart but with my voice, with my life. My father expects me to marry now, but I expect myself to marry when it is right, when it is real, when it is you standing at the end of the aisle waiting for me. And when that day comes, love, I will know that I did not bend under the weight of expectation, but rose with the strength of truth. And maybe, just maybe, my father will smile, knowing that I am exactly where I am meant to be, in love, in freedom, in a future that belongs entirely to us.